The 8th president of Robert Morris University is Dr. Christopher Howard, and here we are in Ireland on a basketball trip in August. Ireland, of all places, Dr. Howard.
Oh, it's terrific to be here. It's a wonderful Pittsburgh roots are Irish, so therefore RMU roots are Irish, and we're having a lot of fun and playing some great basketball.
And what about summertime basketball for these kids? This is a different opportunity, the first time Robert Morris has ever stepped out of the United States.
Well, it's great on so many levels, Chris, because it's great for basketball, of course, right, to be able to go against some good competition, some solid competition, but also the opportunity as student athletes to experience what many students are able to do, but not student athletes, which is travel abroad and experience a different culture. And the Irish have been great hosts. Our guys have learned a lot and stepped up, but like I said, they've also sharpened their skills as basketball players.
Sure. It's not just our guys either. We have so many fans with us. A party of 72 departed from Pittsburgh 10 days ago, and we're spending our last night in Dublin getting ready to play basketball here.
It's hard to believe it's been 10 days. It's been a lot of fun. And Robert Morris University is big enough to matter and yet small enough to care. And this trip has been a great example of that, playing top national Irish talent, but also being a community, as you mentioned, a family, alumni, coaches and their families, their kids. Coach Toole's kids have been dancing an Irish jig, which has been great. My wife's been able to join us, but it's been a real wonderful sense of community.
And it gives the players an opportunity to meet with some of the alums, some of the fans of the basketball club, and some of the fans of the university as well.
Very much so. And we have some people, for example, some of our student athletes in the basketball team are engineers. And we had one of our donors and alumni, actually the father of two alumni, and he's an engineer. And he said, when I come back, I want to mentor them and coach them outside the classroom, which makes it even that much more special.
Dr. Howard, I know you've traveled all over the world, but this trip has been amazing. What have been the highlights for you personally on this trip?
Well, the low light was my golf game. That was that was a lot of fun for everybody, except for the people. It was fun for me, but not for the people that had to watch me do it. But the highlights have been the cultural heritage and sort of history of Ireland. The Irish are very, very proud of where they come from, right? There's thousands of years of culture, from the Vikings to the Brits, and of course now the modern day Irish. And for our students to see that, for me to be able to see that, the wonderful sights, the food, the smells, and everything, it's just been really wonderful.
We got to take in Croke Park finally, and I know how big a football star you were in Plano, Texas in your day, playing in the Cowboys Stadium. Now, we were in the third largest stadium in Europe, 80,000 plus seats at Croke Park here in Ireland. Gaelic football, hurling, soccer, rugby. After watching that hurling video, you ever think about trying to do that? I know you were a big football guy.
It's really impressive to see these Gaelic or Irish sports. For those of you that don't know hurling, it's a sport that involves something that looks like a lacrosse stick and people hitting something that looks like a baseball, but it's a little harder than both of those combined. So I have a big deal of reverence and sort of support for how they've been able to maintain that sport and that culture here in Ireland. But I also like the fact that with Croke Park, it really is for amateurs. It's the largest stadium for amateurs in all of Europe. So as a big fan of the NCAA and amateur athletics, for 80,000 people to pour in to watch men and women play a great sport, it's really special.
Well, Dr. Christopher Howard, it has been a special trip here, not only for the Colonial basketball family, but for all of us Colonials in general. Thank you so much for making this happen, and your guys in the administration. It's been fantastic.
We'll do it again another 4 years.
Okay.
Thank you. Go Colonials.